Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ali Madawi here, live with you from our business page. And whether you are listening or watching to this live or on a recorded version, first of all, we'd like to welcome you, and we absolutely 100% appreciate you giving us some of your time so we can give you some positivity and some greatness. So today we're going to go over that question that most network marketing professionals and people who are starting up their own business overall struggle with. And it's usually, so what do? Most people struggle with that. They're like, okay, do I tell them I'm in network marketing and then they judge me based on a previous bad experience they might have had? Do I say sales and then turn people off? Do I say this? Do I say that? So here is what I personally do. First things first, you never just answer what. This is the very first thing. So there are three things, and essentially they're questions that you want to answer within 45 seconds. So you don't just say, I'm a network marketer, or I'm this, or I'm that. You actually want to start with the why. So there's a book by Simon Sinek called Start with the Why, and he talks about say why you do what you do, how you do what you do, and then what you actually do. And the reason for that, you want to engage the individual you're talking to in your vision. So when you paint this vision for me, I'm dreaming with you. I'm going forward with this route that we just dreamt on in a second. Now, once I see your vision and I buy into it, the what is just a tool, it's just a vehicle, but I'm more attracted to the vision itself. In other words, when people ask me personally, so Ali, what you do? I tell them, what funny story you should ask. So I always started as funny you should ask. Like people love stories. Man, it's a long story, but I'll make it short for you, right? Always make it a story, something engaging, so people be like, okay, well, tell me more. I like stories, right? So whenever somebody says, Ali, what do you do? Oh, man, that's a funny story, but 9 years ago, I used to work in the restaurant business, and I was slaving it 90 hours a week to the point where it almost challenged my marriage, and I almost ruined my own relationship with my wife. So I started looking for alternative ways of making money, and I discovered this thing called network marketing. And the thing with it, it taught me everything that I needed to know, and I started developing a business from home. However, I realized only through, now we're transitioning to the how, only through branding myself and having a brand identity that I can build a movement around it, that I can actually experience success. And once I did, I realized I should make this a movement for the masses. So I went ahead and I launched my own marketing and consulting firm. Bingo. So we went from my story about 9 years ago, and then we transitioned into the how through network marketing, through my experience of success and failure, through I discovered that only through branding and building a brand identity, and then I finalized it with I started my own marketing and consulting firm. So whenever people ask you about your network marketing company, think about the why first. Let me dream with you. Let me walk into this imaginary space for a quick 15 seconds. And then once I'm like, that is pretty cool, then you transition me to the how, right? Whatever it is that you're doing. So I realized only through, this product or this service or this process or this thing or that thing, I realized that was the only way for me that I can generate a secondary income without hurting my actual traditional job or traditional business. And I went ahead and I became a professional network marketer. But most of you just go for, what do you do? Well, I'm a network marketing company called blah, 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 and we sell so and so and so and forth. You really should look into it. Like, I know a lot of people who can get rich. As a matter of fact, you're doing really good. You come across so salesy that people are not going to connect with you, that people 100% feel like you're selling me. You don't really care, and I don't care about network marketing. But if you shared with them the why, as it could be your kids, it could be the fact that you lost your job and you bounced back, the fact that you needed just, an extra boost to your finances, and you found an option that you can add $100 to $200, euros or pounds every single month, and so on and so forth. Those are things that people can relate to to regardless to the profession. And now that they related to it, you grab their attention, you pique their interest, as we talk about all the time. And from there you transition to, and the only way I could solve the problem that I had was through this profession called network marketing, where I can build a business from home and I didn't have to really get out of anything or add any other amount of 25 hours a week for a job or anything like that. And therefore, obviously, the third is, so I decided to pursue this opportunity called so on and so forth. And or you can just say, but instead of telling you all about it via text or a call, let me send you some information, right? So those are some of the transitions that you can have. But guess what? Why will always give you the full control, because your reason why is the most personal thing to you. So not only you're sharing a story, not only you're creating relatability, not only you're pre-qualifying your prospect, because if they relate to that reason why, to that message that's behind it, you are both in the same frequency. That is like the perfect person. But if you tell somebody your reason why and they're like, yeah, that's cool. Well, anyhow, it's not something that I'm struggling with. Clearly, that is not your qualified prospect. Don't waste your time on him, right? To love him, give him whatever they, love that they deserve, and then just move on. Don't talk business. Don't bother wasting your time and just getting rejected by someone who just doesn't see value or is not ready just yet in talking business. Does that make sense? Drop a number 1 in the comment box, whether you're watching this live or in the recorded or you're listening to it in our podcast, and let us know that it actually made sense. And 2, please make sure you share this information, because there are many people who are suffering in silence right now as we speak. And sometimes because of the fact that they're afraid of answering such questions, they don't even talk to people about their business. And the fact that they don't talk to people about their business, they have no production and they end up giving up and quitting on themselves. That is wrong. That is horrible. And we have an opportunity to help one another, to raise one another. When the tide rises in the network marketing profession, it rises for everybody else. Because if you succeed, guess what? I will use your story to share my profession. Like, look at what this individual has done. Look at what that individual has done. I'm in the same profession as they are. I don't have to be in the same company. But if one of us made it, we all have made it. It is a validation when one of us makes it to the top. So make sure we help one another. Make sure we share this video so the masses will have the opportunity to learn more. Hey, Jose. So anyhow, I hope this helped you out to understand the why concept, then the how, and then the what, which allows you to share your story with the masses and answering that very choking question of, so what do you do? So that is the message for our business tip of the day. Make sure you share it. Also, you can visit our website, workwithali.com. We have many complimentary podcasts, blog, audio, so much things that we have that are available for you. And you can also see some of the things that we are offering when it comes to brand and identity, when it comes to building businesses, when it comes to offers for network marketing professionals, when it comes to events that we throw for different companies and individuals as well, and you get to learn a little bit about us as well. So I hope this helped you out a little bit. I look forward to connecting with you, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.